Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you how I make my favorite meatloaf. It's absolutely delicious, very easy to put together, and it makes fantastic leftovers. And you can prepare it with ingredients you probably already have at home. Today I'm going to show you how to make it step by step. Let's get started. So I've got all my ingredients right here to make my meatloaf. I'm going to cut 2 slices of whole wheat bread into tiny little pieces because that's what I'm going to be adding into my meatloaf. Now you can use saltine crackers, you can use rolled oats, butter crackers, whatever you like. You can even use breadcrumbs. Now I love using whole wheat bread because it works so well for me, but it's just a matter of taste. So now that I have my bread all cut up into small pieces, I'm going to add some milk. Now you just want to add enough milk just to get it nice and soaked. Just make sure that all your bread is wet. And that's it. Now I'm going to set it aside. Now here's my ground beef. I have 1 pound of 93.7 and I have 1 pound of 80/20 ground beef. Now you can use all lean ground beef if you want, but I like using a little of the 80/20 and some of the very lean ground beef because it won't be so greasy and it won't be so dry. See? But it all depends on how you like it. You do whatever works for you. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of ground pepper. I have 1 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And I have 1 large celery rib, and I chopped it up real nice and fine because I don't want big chunks showing in there, you see? I have 1/3 cup of orange bell pepper, finely chopped. 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. 1/4 cup of finely chopped parsley. It'll give it nice color and flavor. And I have 1 cup of finely chopped onions. You usually want to add about 1/2 cup per pound, so 1 cup is good. I have 2 eggs. These are large eggs. I'm going to put them in there. And I'm going to grate my garlic clove. I've got a big garlic clove right here. I'm going to be using 2 of them. Now, if you don't want to use fresh garlic, you can use garlic powder. But I think that fresh garlic just gives it a fantastic flavor. Look at this. Now I'm going to add all my soaked bread, all in here. And with very clean hands, I'm going to bring it all in together. This is just the best and easiest way to do it. Now you don't want to overwork it. You want to just make sure that all your ingredients come in together in here, evenly. So I have brought everything in together without overworking it. Now I've got my meatloaf pan right here. I'm only going to use it as a mold. I'm just going to dump it over to a rack. I'll show you. I'm going to put my meat in here. You want to make sure that you press it down gently because you don't want any air pockets in here. Just do the best you can like this. Very carefully, pushing it down. So I've got all the meat in the dish and it's ready to go. Now I'm ready to transfer it over on my rack. I'm going to be using this rack right here. You can use any kind that you want. I like this because of the size and it just works so well. Now I'm going to turn this over in here. I use this because it's going to be my mold, see? And then just give it a little bang or 2. Right there, look at that. Just so pretty. It's just the perfect mold. So before I put this in the oven, I'm going to prepare my topping. Now I love it with this ketchup topping, but you can put it in the oven just like that and it'll be nice and golden and beautiful. And then you can prepare some gravy if you want to go that route. Now in this bowl, I have 1 1/2 cups of ketchup. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of brown sugar. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. That word is always so hard to pronounce. And I have 1 teaspoon of ground mustard. You can use regular golden mustard if you'd rather do that. Now I'm going to mix it in together really well. You don't want any lumps in here. Very easy. Now the sugar is just the perfect balance for the acidity in the ketchup. Now I'm going to top it. See, just add some on top like this. And I think that's good. And now I'm just gonna spread it on top like this. It's okay if it runs down the sides. And this is perfect right here. Now I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. I'm gonna put the rack right on the center rack of the oven. And on the rack below, I'm gonna put this dish. Now I've got about 3 cups of water in here. When the water gets real nice and hot, it's gonna add moisture inside your oven, just like a rotisserie chicken. It's gonna be delicious. Now, if there's any drippings, they're gonna fall right on the water, so you won't have a smoky mess. Now, I'm gonna put it into the oven for about an hour to an hour and 10 minutes. All ovens are different. You want an internal temperature of 160 degrees, so you wanna make sure that you check it, okay? So now we can take this to the oven. So it's been an hour and 10 minutes and the meatloaf is ready. Now I'm gonna give it about 10 minutes for it to cool down just a little bit before I slice into it. Look at this. So pretty. Now it's time to serve. We're gonna be having this with some broccoli and some homemade cheese sauce that I made. Oh, delicious. I always fix different things. Look at this. So perfect. Now I'm ready for the taste test. I'm gonna be having it with Texas toast. So good, oh my gosh. And now for my punch. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely delicious. I know you're gonna love it. Now tomorrow you can warm up your meatloaf and you can make you a nice thick meatloaf sandwich on toast. It'll be perfect. So this is my meatloaf. It's delicious. If you like my recipe, give me a thumbs up, send me a comment and tell me what you think. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you.